thought I'd give some updates to people who deserve them. So, my first update, I did have my last day of work. It's really sad. I'm going to miss my job very, very much. But at the same time, I know I'll be back. So to all of my human and animal coworkers, please keep sending me pictures. And I will miss you, and I will see you again real soon. I saw an ENT. So an ENT is an ear, nose, and throat doctor. And he won't be the ENT that's around for my surgery. But what an ENT does is, in my surgery, is, so my surgery, let's start there. My surgery, even though it's brain surgery, they don't crack into the skull. I don't know if they used to do that, but what they do is they go up through the nose, kind of like a mummy, which is really cool. And what that does is it allows them to go through the sinus cavity, up to, I think, some bone, or to, I don't know, but I do know they shave down some bone and open some flaps, and then they can get into the brain from there, which is really cool. So while I was there, he did a scope, and apparently I have a deviated septum on my left side, and I did not know that, but there is like kind of a bump there, so I don't know, whatever, but they might have to shave bone down, or cartilage, I don't know, but I don't care. However, I will need to see him afterwards because it's quite a bit of trauma to your sinuses, and that will be a significant part of my recovery. I discussed more, like for a whole day, with the insurance company and the hospital. Fortunately, we'll have more costs coming, not only for post-op care, but the hospital doesn't include other bills. So, for example, let's say that I have a CSF leak, which I think is cranial spinal fluid, then unfortunately, that might be an extra cost to fix. Labs are extra money, appointments are extra money, so I paid already a little over $1,000 for my pre-op appointment with the doctor. And then I got notified 2 days ago that I have a lab appointment and an appointment with an anesthesiologist. I don't know if that's going to cost more money. And then every day in the hospital costs money. So if there are extra days, it's extra money. Like, not like $5, like $5,000. So little things like that. And then you have flights and you have hotels and stuff. So I don't know what the final bill is going to be. They won't tell me, and they can't tell me certain things, and I understand that, but it's going to be significant, which is a bummer. However, I think I'm going to be okay. And I think a lot of that has to do with you guys. I'm not someone who asks for help a lot. It's hard for me to ask for help. So asking for help this time was really difficult. I'm very private about my health. As many of you know, like almost to a weird amount. But I also have had a lot of medical trauma in my life. And it does make you feel weird about it. So I don't discuss it. But I had no choice this time. And I really thought that nothing was going to come of it. So, for you guys to prove me wrong and have helped me out so much means the world. I really kind of felt invisible for a lot of my life. And I felt like I tried really hard to be a good person, but maybe I wasn't being good enough or helping enough to make a difference for other people. So to see really all of my loved ones turn out means so much. I have always been someone who abides by the religion of fantasy worlds and storytelling. So Harry Potter got me through a lot of trauma as a child, it got me through grief, deep grief, and still does. Once I was in the hospital and I couldn't see my family because of infectious disease, so my dad sent up a copy of The Hobbit, and it kept me sane. And I love Bilbo. Game of Thrones has played a significant part in many sick days, and Lord of the Rings has been watched a lot this week as I do other things. I think my favorite line, possibly from any character ever, is said by Sam the gardener. And I can't do it justice like he does. I can put it here, but basically he says that he understands why stories mean so much to people, even when we're small children and we don't understand really why. We still love them, because in these great stories that we hold so dear to our heart, it shows us that there's good. There is good in this world, and that good is worth fighting for. That line always makes me sob, because I love those stories so much. But I'm always yearning to be in a world like that, because I don't feel like I belong in one. But you guys have shown me that I do. You guys are good, and I have a chance because of you. I didn't think I had one, so thank you. Thank you for giving me hope. And now if you want, I can show you the ridiculous things that I'm bringing with me real quick. So, I have a fan. Gotta bring it. I have a ridiculous binder. Look at this. This is what I bring to doctors with me, and my manila envelope, and a folder over there, and my CD case for in here are all of my MRI imaging with pictures of my tumor. Her name's Julie. I have bath supplies and stuff. I have this baby. My zoo friends will recognize it. I can't bend my head down after surgery. And I have an ultrasonic humidifier because I won't be able to breathe. I don't know how regular the updates are going to be the closer we get, but I'll try, okay?